Hello, in this video we are going to learn about S3 resource in AWS. It is one of the important service in AWS. S3 stands for Simple Storage Service and S3 is an object storage. It is designed to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere on the internet and offering high durability, availability, performance, security and scalability. In this storage we can store images, files, etc. Any data. Now we are going to see how to create an S3 bucket, how to create S3 bucket. Let me open AWS console. This is the S3 console. If you don't know how to open, just search here resources names S3. Click on S3 and here click on create bucket. General configuration bucket name. Bucket name should be unique. It doesn't contain any special characters. Let me give any of the random spellings here. Okay. Object ownership. ACLs disabled, ACLs enabled. ACL stands for access control list. It defines policies. Policies means permissions. Like who has access to your bucket. I'm going to select this ACLs enabled. Why? Because ACLs disables defines all objects in this bucket are owned by this account and access to this bucket and its objects is specified by using only policies. Okay. Then coming to ACLs enabled, object in this bucket can be owned by any other accounts and access to this bucket its object can be specified using ACLs. Okay. Click on this and click on I acknowledge. Bucket versioning is a backup of buckets. It is kind of backup resource. Then create bucket. This is the bucket we just created. Let's open this bucket. We have successfully created S3 bucket in AWS. Now let's see how to add any data in S3 bucket. Let me open AWS console. Here click on upload, add files, click on data here and click on open. Then finally choose upload. Successfully we uploaded data in that S3 bucket. Click on close here. Okay, we have added some data in that S3 bucket. Now see how to access the data in S3 bucket via public browser. Let's see practical. Let me open my AWS console. Click on image here and select actions. Scroll down. Go for make public using ACL. Click on this and select the option make public. Successfully we did this operation. Close. Let's click on data here. Select object URL. Copy this and access this in public browser. The data is in the format of image. This image is uploaded in recently created S3 bucket. Like this, we can create a bucket and we can upload some data in that bucket and we can access the data in any of the public browser. Now, let's see how to access the data in S3 bucket via CLI. How to access or retrieve from CLI. Here CLI means command line interface. It means to interact with computer in a command line operating system. For that we have Linux. In Linux we have multiple flavors like putty or putty, next mobax term, etc. By using these flavors we can access, like we can use CLI. To access that S3 bucket in CLI means firstly we need to create a bucket policy. And we need to create one IAM role. We need to attach that IAM role to EC2 instance. Here I am using EC2 instance as a CLI. Let's see how to access S3 bucket in CLI in practical way. Let me open my AWS console. Click on buckets. This is the bucket we have created. Go to permissions. Here click on edit. This is the ARN. ARN stands for Amazon Resource Name. ARN, Amazon Resource Name. It is a unique identifier for AWS resources, including those in Amazon S3. Like it is used to specify resources across AWS services and in IAM policies to grant access, like that. I am taking that ARN here. Now we require IAM role. To learn IAM, recently I did a video, previous video. You can open our YouTube channel, go to that video. It is in very easy way. There I explained how to create IAM users, IAM roles, IAM policies. So this is the IAM role. I'm going to select. You should go through my video like previous video, and you should learn how to create an IAM role there and create one IAM role. I'm copying this ARN. This is bucket ARN. This is IAM role ARN. Now we need to attach this IAM role to EC2 instance as a CLI. Let me open AWS console, search EC2. Here I am using CLI as a EC2 instance. Click on instances. I am attaching IAM role to this instance. Click on actions. Go to security. Click on modify IAM role. Choose this IAM role. To learn how to create IAM role, you should definitely watch my previous video based on IAM concept. Click on update IAM role. Successfully we added IAM role to this instance. Now we need to create bucket policy. For that I was using AI tool. I am copying these two. For time saving purpose I was using AI tool. I am creating a bucket policy. It is very simple way, easy way, and time saving way. Copy this. Let's try. Go to S3. Choose the bucket which is required and click on permissions. Under bucket policy, go to edit, paste that required info here. In this policy, there is no some actions like put, delete or modify data. Let me take another bucket policy. I will go with this bucket policy. Here you can see that get object under actions. You can see that get object, put object, delete object, list bucket, like these kind of operations. I am going to give this policy. Click on save changes. Policy got saved here. Let me open EC2 instance. Go with EC2. Click on instances. I'm going to connect this instance. Why? Because we have added IAM role to this instance. Click on connect. On connect. Now to see whether the role was attached or not, for that one command is there, that is AWS sts get hyphen caller hyphen identity. By using this command, we can see that which role we have attached and what's the role name. Yes, it was displaying that ARN of the role. This is the role which we have attached to this instance. This is the CLI, command line interface. To access that S3 bucket, we have one command. Let's discuss about that command. AWS S3 ls S3 colon slash slash bucket name. We have to give bucket name here. Don't give like a bucket name. Let's see our bucket name here. Open S3 buckets. FCTCDS. This is the bucket name. Let's copy this command and paste on CLI. Yes, we successfully accessing the S3 bucket. This is the data we have uploaded, image.jpeg. Let's check image.jpeg. This is the data we added, and now successfully we are accessing S3 bucket in CLI. Let's create one file here. We can add data from CLI also to that S3 bucket. So let me show you by adding some data. Prolog.pl. I'm adding some text here. I'm closing this file by using escape colon WQ give ls to check that file. Prolog.pl. This is the file I have created. Let's copy that file into S3 bucket. For that, give command AWS. Let's discuss here. AWS S3 CP file name s3 colon slash slash and bucket name. So file name is prolog.pl and bucket name fctcds. Let's copy this command and paste in CLI. Yes, file got uploaded. Let's see in console. Refresh it. See here, we can see that the file which we have created in CLI, that file we can see in AWS console also. Let's see, we can access this file in public browser. Click on actions, scroll down, make public using ACL. We need to give permissions like it is make public. Close this. Copy object URL and paste in a browser. Yes, this is the data which we created in CLI, and we can access this in IAM like AWS console and also in public browser. Let's open AWS console. Like this, we can create bucket, we can upload data, we can access the data in public browser, and we can access the data in CLI. Let's recap what we learned. We learned how to create S3 bucket and how to add any data in S3 bucket and how to access the data in S3 bucket via public browser and how to access or retrieve the data from CLI. This is about S3. Thanks for watching.